Natalie Cochran's verdict is in, and it just came in about 10 minutes ago. So we're going to go ahead and watch. If you haven't been following with us, she is accused of killing her husband, Michael Cochran. She was arrested at the time of his death because it was uncovered that she was doing a Ponzi scheme and actually took millions of dollars from people she didn't know, but also family and friends, including Michael's parents.
Would the defendant please rise? In the case of State of West Virginia versus Natalie Page Cochran, case number 23-F-343K, the jury verdict is as follows. We, the jury on the issues, joined unanimously find the following. The defendant is guilty of murder in the first degree. There are no marks on the portion of the verdict form pertaining to involuntary manslaughter. Does the state wish to examine the jury verdict form?
Very good, thank you.
Does the defense?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
You may be seated. Is there a request for the court to poll the jury?
Not from the state, Your Honor. No, Your Honor.
All right, the verdict is received by the court and directed to be recorded. I'll ask the state to prepare an appropriate order in the premises. The court accepts the jury verdict and finds this defendant guilty of murder in the first degree. The defense will be afforded time to file all appropriate motions.
Part of me is a little bit surprised. So she was accused of giving him an insulin overdose. He wasn't on medication to take insulin. He didn't need insulin. She was a pharmacist, so she had access to all these things. She knew how they worked in the body. She also would have known that it would be really hard to find that it was insulin. And they eventually did, over a long period of time, discover that it was that. So they're saying that she had motive because of the Ponzi scheme that he was catching on to. They're saying that she used her smarts with her career and was able to poison him in that way. And part of me still was like, well, maybe that's still not enough proof of evidence for the jury. But I think one of the most damning parts of it for her was when he hit his head on the counter, which once again, it was a stone countertop. They said stone. I'm assuming it's granite. He supposedly cracked the granite with his head. That's how hard he hit it and fell. And he was laying on the ground. She was taking pictures of him and sent them to at least her sister saying, he's on the ground and he won't get up. He won't do anything. So she let him lay there for hours. She ended up having 2 construction workers outside help move him to the couch, and he laid there. And it was about a 4-hour window of him just laying there and dying. And she didn't bother to call and have an ambulance come. She didn't do anything. And all the while, they have all the electric receipts or electronic receipts that during this time she was still doing her Ponzi scheme. She was still stealing money from people as he was laying there dying. And I think that that was the biggest, like I said, damning evidence that the jury was going to get, that something wasn't right. You're watching your husband, who you love, hit his head, fall to the ground, incapacitated, and you're not doing anything about it because he doesn't like going to the doctors. It's very odd, very off. And then to go by that much time and he passes away, it's just something was really wrong.